underneath, is able to make the turn. Fires off that red shell. We saw a blue shell in the hands of that Daisy there, so Waluigi could be in trouble. Gonna pick up that golden shroom, but again,
blue
so
shell
much
coming
easier
out
to use
right
on,
now.
It's so much easier to use that golden shroom on the straightaways, and this is such a twisty, turning course.
Oh, actually from the animation of getting hit by the red shell, the blue shell didn't stun them for any longer. So that kind of worked out.
There's that bullet bill, using it to get through that curve section. That's a good call there. Star coming through. Mario is going to hold onto it, at least for the moment there. It's going to
hit the sign. There
we go. Going to pop it. Had that fire flower ready. You got a lot of shots. May as well take as many as you can. Isn't going to find Iggy, unfortunately. There we go.
Another shot.
Having a hard time with that drift mechanic. I mean, that is the key to mastering Mario Kart, that drift. But it's also such a difficult one to master.
In third, got King Boo and someone else. In second now.
Looks like King Boo, and I think that's Tanuki Mario.
Okay. Oh, and there's the finish line. It looks like just barely get ahead of King Boo at the last few turns.
Run into the sign just as a show off. Looks like with that star, it's going to finish in 8th place, and that is an improvement over the last tracks that had this many turns and twists and turns.
Yeah, this is seemed like quite a difficult map. Oh boy. Yeah, this is quite the map. This is the one that like I always remember as a kid, like as the map that like if you can beat, like that was like a show of pride, you know.
There's our players down on the stage. Here's Rainbow Road, and looks like these chain chomps are going to be bouncing along. This is a classic for all of you old folks out there. Maybe remember the original Rainbow Road on the Nintendo 64. It's been spruced up quite a bit.
All right. We'll see King Boo take off way ahead at the very start. Not this time.
Pretty good start from both players in second and third respectively here. Are going to use these speed up gates. That'll give you a little bit of a boost here.
Red shell.
He's able to knock someone off. He's at speed. Look at that beautiful chariot. This whole stage is just so fantastic to watch.
The chain chomp.
Yeah, all these little bumps here, you can actually do mini turbos off of them to gain a little bit of speed, but it is a little scary and hard to pull off.
A lot more guardrails than I remember.
I just love the music here. The stage is always so great.
Oh yeah.
A lot of good memories on Rainbow Road.
Very classic stage for sure.
Gotta watch out for those chain chomps. Almost landed on one. Is able to knock Peach away, thankfully, with that banana. Also gonna land the red shell. Trying to catch up with Waluigi is almost there. King Boo is actually causing problems.
King Boo took the shot for him.
Just gonna help him out there. Lightning shot right off the edge. Unfortunate. It's gonna fall into 5th place from that one power-up loss. That's what happens when those racers are so close together like that. It's gonna get the double though, thankfully. Gonna pick up its green shell first and then a red.
Rainbow red.
Looks like he's gonna hit anyone.
Gonna get the double power-ups here. This could be pretty vital to staying ahead right now.
I mean, sometimes it's the power-up economy that ends up winning the day. Oh, unfortunately, gonna get caught by a red shell and thrown off the edge by King Boo. The NPCs can be brutal. Falls into 6th place. And no, isn't gonna overtake Isabelle in time. But 6th place finish, that is the best finish we've seen out of Metal Mario this whole game.
And for a while, they were like neck and neck there, so quite the improvement.
Yeah. Well, it is going to be an overall dominating victory for Boise State. They are going to be the ones picking up the win. So thank you to Jem for making us look really good at Mario Kart. Here's the players, you know, giving themselves each other a little handshake. We gotta have some sportsmanship here. Mario Kart's a fun game. You have fun with your friends. You have fun with your opponents. Everybody should be happy at the end of a game of Mario Kart, regardless of how well you play. So even if the game maybe gave the other players a few more blue shells than they probably could have,
That's how it always works when you're in first place, not when they're in first place.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Yep. Always the power-up you don't want, too.
I mean, like it's always a worst case scenario when you're playing Mario Kart, you know. But speaking of scenarios that aren't the worst case, we're gonna have a lot more here at Boise State versus ICCU. So stay tuned. We're gonna be ready to go into our next game here pretty soon. But first, we'll take a short break.
A rogue virus, no jobs, sky-high tuition debt. Life is trying to put our generation on the sidelines. But we refuse to just sit back and watch it pass us by. Instead, watch us fly ahead. Watch us overcome anything. Watch us rise. Watch us change our world. Watch us become the next greatest generation.
Growing up in Idaho, we have certain rules we live by. First rule, camouflage never goes out of style. And always buckle up. Seatbelts save lives. That's a rule we can all live by.
We're going to build bridges and hospitals in a day. We're going to save families from disaster and feed those left in the cold. We invite you to join us. The next greatest generation is now.
Growing up in Riggins, we have certain rules we live by. Look both ways before crossing the street. Fishing stories get better the more you tell them. Small town life makes your life anything but small. Never work alone when you go hunting. And always buckle up. Seatbelts save lives. That's a rule we can all live by.
Welcome back to the Boise State Game Pants Esports Arena. You are joining us for our Broncos versus Bankers tournament as Boise State goes up against Idaho Central Credit Union. We just finished watching our Mario Kart match and to follow the Fortnite match to tie it up overall with the games 1-1 with the Broncos and the Bankers tied. So now we're going to be moving on to a different car game, but one that is actually quite different, Rocket League.
Yes.
I'm back on desk as your host, Jacob Jem Palmer, joined by Doc Haskell.
Hey.
And Doc, if you'll just give me a second here because I feel I need to correct something. It's not a chicane. It's a chicane.
Correct,
Okay?
correct.
So I just got to explain this. So this is the road. Like, imagine this tablet's the road. It's a straight piece of road.
Yes.
You have a concrete block that's placed here. You have one that's placed here. So all of a sudden, you can't drive straight on it. You have to swerve around them.
Correct.
These are what chicanes are. They're like obstacles placed on an otherwise straight piece of track to make it so players have to swerve. That will be on the test. I just had to explain it.
Yes.
All right. So now we get to go on into Rocket League right now. And this is kind of the some things never change esport of them all. But it's the same strategies that we're generally used to. I'm most curious about how they are on their aerial play.
Yeah, that's going to be the difference. Honestly, can you get up? Can you redirect to a place where your teammate is going to be very, very soon? And we're going to find out. We're going to find out what this level is. Now, you might have thought we'd bring out a Cosmo Buster. We'd bring out a Gill. We'd bring out the famed mythical beast of Dirtho. But instead, we're going to bring out Thor. And this is Thor. Thor is the mascot for us today. He's a visitor. He's a tiny, tiny little creature, and he's very, very cute. And I bet if I let him down on this desk and I pet him nicely, he'll go to the bathroom on it. And there's nothing we can do about that. But Ray brought him in. Oh, he's being so sweet. Thank you for letting Thor visit. I've been excited about that since we started.
Yeah, got to get those brownie points with viewership all of a sudden.
Oh, absolutely.
Like dog, universal likes. You know, there's a dog in it. I'm going to like it. All right, back to Doc's keys to the game, which we had just brought up. In Rocket League, that's to create mistakes, punish double commits, don't overstay your welcome, and bump opponents to disrupt them. It's all brought to you by Drop-In Gaming, the premier online platform for gamers who seek competition. You can play your favorite games to win cash and prizes through free and paid entry matches and tournaments. Whether you are new to the scene or a seasoned veteran, Drop-In Gaming has the right games and competition for you. Now we're ready to jump into this match.
So let me tell you something about double commits, punishing double commits. And I heard Wayton say this. And,
I gave my lecture. Now you can give yours.
Peyton Wilkin, of YouTube fame and world acclaim, described punishing double commits as when two players go up to try to block a ball, they haven't communicated it, and then you've got two people in the place where only one of them should be. If you have really good rotations and you can put back shot after shot and just keep clearing things. But if you have a double commit, it means that somebody is not where they should be. And so to punish it is to put it where they're not. Sometimes that's right back in goal to force the third person to go up, right? And then you can redirect to an open goal because the two that just went up don't have boost. They're not back where they need to be. I think teams that can punish double commits are always really, really effective, and you're looking for them, and it changes your behavior. It's like sharks smelling that 1/1 billionth of a particle of blood in the water and going crazy. You see a double commit, you better be able to act on it pretty quick.
Well, once again, let's take a look at the lineup of the games tonight and see how we have gotten to this point. So we started out on Fortnite, which had a result for the Broncos, probably not what they were hoping for, but it was all ICCU. But you know what? All things need to balance out in the end. So we went over to Mario Kart to tie it up, and now we're just going right in. And I see Bagel here. We see some familiar names, but from different games normally.
Yep, we do. Okay, so we got Hat Trick, Liquidity. This is, of course, ICCU, and they're going to score, my goodness, straight out of the gates, 22 seconds in.
Yeah, that's a great start there. I like how he kind of fakes out Rhizome there, and then the others can't rotate in fast enough. That's a great start for ICCU.
All right, a Large Bagel, Overwatch player, Hat Trick, Call of Duty, and R6 player. And who else are we? Oh, and we've got, where is he for us? I'm looking for, again,
Ryzion?
Rise One.
Rise One. Thank you.
And we remember him because he was paired with Vagar in
okay.
Fortnite. So this
We're
is
looking
of
for the
course
redemption.
CMJ. Yep, and they've got to do a good job of rotating well and communicating well. I'm not sure if they're in comms together, if they're aiming it.
That
my
is
goodness.
filthy. Look at that. Carries it all the way up through the air. The control on this. We were wondering who had the better aerial play. ICCU proven to be a monster in that regard.
Oh, no. This is not looking good for the Broncos. Not even a minute in. ICCU up 2-0. And they win the kickoff here. Rise does not go for it. Could have played it off the wall up there. Liquidity going to play it high off the wall. Jumping Armadillo, trying to get contact on it. That's another putback. That's 3 shots in a row by ICCU.
Now Broncos are just kind of waiting to feel this out. See their opening hat trick. Tries a shot on goal, but it's saved by Sin. Now Liquidity is going to pass it over.
Nice.
Rise One takes it away, leaves it for Bagel.
Bagel gets another touch on it, centers it. Rise unable to act on it. Patrick trying to clear it, but get it control of it, but doesn't. Liquidity plays it off the wall. He needs to get it going the other direction if he wants to take a shot on goal. Gets it over one player. Bagel makes contact with it, passes it kind of to himself. Armadillo gets up there. This is really interesting. We're not seeing a lot of aerial play until right now. Sin definitely seems to be the hot scorer. Or at least a hot aerial player in that Wicked Fennec car.
Sin, wow, doesn't get the tap he wanted on that. Oh no, it looks like he knew something we didn't and gets his third.
Yep, Sin, a time traveler, went forward in time, back in time, knew where he needed to be, got up in the air, dunked it, boom shakalaka.
Wow, okay then.
3-0. All right, Broncos just need to kind of get in rhythm.
It's over to Hat Trick right now. Is going to elevate up. Try to get a tap on it. Play it off the backboard. Sin takes it away from him. Rise One with a nice answer back towards Hat Trick. I love that deflect there. Great play, but the Broncos need a little bit more than some nice deflects. They're looking for a goal. Bagel
just trying to get control of it again, but it's banging around in front of the goal that it shouldn't be. Oh, they're going to get it down to the blue end right here. Jumping Armadillo gets a second touch here. Nice shot, but it's going to be a little bit wide. Bagel tries to meet it, but does a little alley-oop there to himself. But Hat Trick not able to actually get the shot on it. Liquidity going to turn it back the other way. Hat Trick puts it back against the wall. Armadillo with another touch. No one in control yet. But Bagel with a big steal, air steal, may be able to get something. Gets it high in the corner, but it's not in front of the goal. No one can take a shot. Hat Trick is going to be over his head.
Jumping Armadillo sees his opening there. Stopped by large Bagel. Just the right sort of elevation. But they might let it trickle in. They do. They celebrated too soon.
So tough. Yep, Bagel. We're just seeing a little bit of confusion on our system here, but we're going to manage that here momentarily. Bagel not able to do anything. That's ICCU 4, Boise State. That's a goose egg.
Right now, this doesn't look too good for the Broncos. Liquidity is going to try to run it in again, but Rise One now with the pass over to large Bagel to try to drive it across. Jumping, steals it away from them, leaving it for Sin, and it almost gets another one off the backboard, but Liquidity is there to actually pick up the hat trick.
That is impressive if you get that animation to go. Liquidity high, Sin unable to dunk, but Liquidity following it up. Takes advantage of that poor placement by the Broncos. 5-0, minute 39 left to play.
Okay, well, I was going to say I was almost feeling a little bad for ICCU during my Mario Kart performance, but now I'm taking that back because we're certainly getting schooled as much as in this scenario here. So I like the back and forth.
No kidding. And the Broncos really just need to kind of get in a good rotation here. Nice hat trick.
Sees it,
there
we go.
And I don't know if you felt it. Did you feel that?
What exactly was this?
It was momentum shifting.
Momentum. Okay.
That's right.
Now we're going to need quite a lot of momentum because it's minute 20 for 4 goals.
You can give away this game if you need to, but you got on the board. The key is you want to try to get one more and prevent them from getting any. This is a favorable one for the Broncos. Bagel with a nice touch. Anybody?
Boom!
Oh, there it is.
Now, Bagel overall is an Overwatch player. Normally he's on support, plays a lot of Lucio, so kind of using those skill here. Wall riding, mid-air play, dunks it in.
At that first 10 seconds after the ball is kicked off, you have the most advantage because people aren't in rotation and somebody didn't get any boost. Oh, dead stop. Gooched it right in the middle.
Broncos still have a glimmer of hope. Not if they play like that, though. They leave the goal open and get punished for it.
What did I say? First 10 seconds, you can really catch people out of position if you've got some ball control.
Yep, sometimes that just happens. They go off for boost on the side and then... Yep. All righty.
Okay.
Now, you need one goal every like 15 seconds, I suppose.
I think you can get you count this as a wash, but you got some good stuff in there. Now they're going to have some conversations. 1 minute remaining. That was a nice shot there. No good redirect. Sin kind of they're a little bit deep and out of position. If the Broncos can touch, they can get some value. A hat trick. Nice redirect. Plays it off the wall. Anybody to follow? Bagel does. Gets a shot. It's going to bounce back to the middle. Gets a demo.
I like it.
Tangles with Sin, which one should never do. It's going to bounce off the crossbar on the top, and no one could redirect it. Now they're running down the other again. Run and gun, all Blazer style liquidity. And then